So the best organizations that will perform the best in the future will take data really seriously. I think that's number one. That means the data has to be true, can't be manipulated or changed. It's got to be clear. And I think that means when the data is good and you produce a lot of it, that means we can use AI in really effective ways, right? So that means predicting the success of a project, what the variance of a project success is, not just is it a hard one or an easy one, is it going to go from hard to easy and back up to hard? That's actually the most dangerous ones, because then we don't know who to put on the project, right? So the better we get at predicting that stuff, the easier it'll be for us to staff projects, but also they'll be more successful. Delivery on time, that sort of thing. So if you take data seriously and then continually learn from your projects, that means saying what happened, what went wrong on that project, and being honest. Not a blame game, but literally saying, that went wrong, we know it went wrong, how would we do it better in the future? No blame, just fix it, right? And I think that's actually an important attitude for project managers to have. If we get those things, we have the base for really good predictive ability with AI. So that means predicting budgets, predicting staffing, predicting project success, predicting time, the maybe over delivery, that sort of thing. And in that world, basically, we're better off. So that could be using AI. And if the project is big enough and there's enough data, you're going to need cloud technology, because you're not going to want to build a data center just for project management. That seems kind of absurd, right? So you can use cloud technology, put AI in the cloud, and then use that constant data to predict at the least. That means writing status reports, that means writing financial reports, predictions, all automated, so that project managers can focus on the fixes, not the reporting of what they're doing. Is it going to be 100% automated? Absolutely not. Will it be much more automated than it is today? Yes, definitely. And that means that leaders can ask questions, they can ask what-if scenarios, and they can do it any time of night, in any time zone, and the project manager doesn't have to worry about it because that data is there, the AI is handling the question, and adjustments are being made. So it makes the project manager focus on making sure the project goes right, making those adjustments, changing tactics when they see information coming in, as opposed to constantly reporting on what has already been done. I think that's a big change in the project management space. Those technologies involve prediction with AI. That could be time series prediction, they call this. AutoML is a Google product that does this. It could be classification. That means looking at documents and realizing that these are all related to the construction industry, and these are related to staffing, and where they overlap. You can use that to find the right people, find the right documents, improve search engine and knowledge management. And then the last one would be as long as you get that data right. And I emphasize that a lot. If the data is bad, everything else is bad. Right? There's very, very hard to fix when bad data goes in. So taking that seriously is important. I actually think the best companies will have two metrics. One, they'll look at the amount of data produced per employee, which is a metric of just how much is being captured, how much is being generated, right? And the second one will be the amount of predictions that are done and how much response there was from said employee. So project managers are going to focus more on project management, less on reporting on the project. The biggest challenges we face at Google often is bad data. If the data is bad going into it, all the technology in the world really can't do a whole lot. It can do a little bit, but honestly, recording data that is truthful, real, not manipulated, it can be cleaned, that's usually a good thing, but sometimes people, they want to say everything's good when it might not be good. And I think that's actually the root of a lot of problems in prediction when it comes to project management, is people are essentially not admitting when something's wrong, and then it gets worse. We've all seen this. Why didn't we see this sooner? It's because there's not a culture of honesty. So we actually say, when the data is right, you will respond faster and better. That's generally good, but you got to get over that hurdle. That's why being a little more understanding of the fact that most projects are going to have problems at some point. So that tends to be our biggest problem, is bad data or no data, which is even worse. I do think it'll grow in UAE. I think it is growing in UAE. I've seen The Office. It is growing. Generally, we are tied to our customer success. That means when they grow, we try and grow with them, obviously. So yeah, we build things based on customer demand. So if the UAE is growing, Google will grow with them. That's definitely true. I mean, we are in the business of growing businesses and governments into being either better citizen services or better for their customers. That's our main model.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Tharp from Project Management Institute. I'm excited to be talking to you from the Dubai International Project Management Forum, one of the premier events for project managers around the world. I'm really happy to be sharing lots of information about what's new in project management, what the trends are, and where things are going. So it's very exciting because with the emergence of artificial intelligence, we're now getting tools and techniques that are allowing us to take things that we used to have to do that would take weeks to do, we can now do in a matter of hours. So learning all about these things, as well as when we look forward and we look in various industry-specific events, we know that when we have people within a PMO who understand how to leverage all of the tools effectively and can align their organization with strategy, with sustainability goals, with anything like that, we're able to be a lot more effective as project managers, and we're able to be really intrinsic to reaching those organizational objectives. So with so many certification options and thought leadership all around us, there's a lot of different opportunities to continue growing, to continue contributing, to continue to make your organizations much stronger and ensure that everything that you do helps your organization move forward.
My name is Nina Schick. I am the CEO and founder of Tamang Ventures, an AI-first company, and I advise other companies on how to think about artificial intelligence. And more broadly, I think artificial intelligence is one of the most important tipping points in humanity because it's completely going to change society and our experience of what it means to be human. Today, I spoke a little bit on deep fakes and the age of AI, so I wanted to speak about how artificial intelligence is completely re-changing what we think of as intelligence because of the way that machines can now do things that we thought were unique to human creativity and intelligence. And one of those things is the making of synthetic or fake content, which is obviously going to pose a challenge for information integrity. And although that is kind of one of the risks of artificial intelligence, I also made the point that this revolution is far broader than just having some risks related to AI-generated content, but it's going to completely change the way that we structure society as a general technology, and that the most important thing to take away when you think about artificial intelligence is that there are very dramatic changes coming. The world is going to be disruptive, so it's a period for innovation, it's a period for growth, but also a period to think about safety and how we harness these technologies so they exemplify the best for humanity.